Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
It is Wednesday, and all of our guests today, including Jordan Neumann, Thatcher Demko's agent, standing by, brought to you by the Vancouver Canadians. Seas are at home tonight and at Bailey, and tomorrow to take on Eugene. Both games, 7:05 first pitch. And tomorrow night, check out post-game fireworks. Check out the full schedule and get your tickets at canadiansbaseball.com or call 604-872-5232. Jordan Neumann is with Edge Sports Management. He's an NHL player agent. Among his clients, Thatcher Demko, who has agreed to a 3-year extension with the Vancouver Canucks with an average annual value of $8.5 million. He's a busy man, but he's joining us now. Jordan, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
No problem. Doing really well. How are you guys doing?
Very well. How would you describe the negotiations between yourself, Thatcher, and the Vancouver Canucks? How'd it go?
You know what? It was slow to start, and then really once we got going, I would say things were relatively smooth. I think Jim and I have known each other for many, many years. We had one or two really good conversations. I think we both got comfortable with the idea that each side was going to kind of sort of give up something, which is the essence of a negotiation. And once we both were comfortable and agreed with that, I thought it went pretty well.
What should we read into the 3-year term, Jordan?
I think more than anything, it was really important to Thatcher that he signed an extension simply because he views himself as a little bit of a linchpin, kind of a symbol to the rest of the group that, hey, guys, we're all in this. You know, let's see if we can get together and win here. So I think it was really important that he did extend. And obviously it kind of had the desired result already based on a couple of other signings yesterday. At the same time, in order to get paid what we believe was fair, knowing that we believe Thatcher to be one of the best goalies in the world, we had to sacrifice a little bit of something term-wise. But in the end, it was something we're very comfortable doing. He'll be back at the table at 33 years old. So I think it was a really, like I said, a really just result for everybody.
Okay, Jordan, you know the big question here in Vancouver when it comes to Thatcher, what can you tell us about his health?
I mean, I certainly don't like to talk about other clients' health, but what I can tell you is he is 100%. I was out there visiting with him 2 weeks ago. He's already begun skating as part of his off-season program, which he's never really done this early. He feels great. He is not restricted in any way. It's the first summer in a long time where he's not doing any rehab of any kind. And I think it gives him just tremendous optimism and excitement moving forward, which was another reason why he was very comfortable doing a shorter term.
Hey, Jordan, people talk about the Canucks. He's been with this core, and they've lost a lot. And I've asked you this personally. He went to you and said, get it done in Vancouver. What does he like about Vancouver so much?
Yeah, I tell you, you have to ask Thatcher that question. But what I can say is he is the most loyal, fiercely loyal person that you'd ever meet. And from the very beginning, he's always felt, which is a little different than I think most athletes, he's always felt a certain obligation, if you will, that he owes this franchise, he owes this organization, he owes these fans, he owes his teammates, everything he has to try to win there. And so he's just never been is the grass greener kind of guy. He never has been. And, we had a conversation about, playing the contract out and then going to free agency, maybe finding a place closer to home, potentially making more money. And he had no interest in it whatsoever from the very beginning. He wants to win in Vancouver. It means the world to him. He feels that obligation very, very strongly. I think he's imparted that obligation on his teammates. I think they know how he feels. And he just has tremendous pride in his job.
Did you get the sense?
That's the best way I can answer it.
Yeah, no, it's a great answer. Did you get the sense, because you saw the reports, I know you love Canucks Twitter, but you saw people saying if you didn't get this deal done by July 1st that the Canucks could have possibly traded Thatcher. Was there heat to get it done quick?
I never felt that way. I've had a very open dialogue with Patrick and Jim for a long, long time. I never felt that way at all. In any of these situations, player can always be traded if he doesn't have a no move clause at any point. But I didn't feel that way. I felt it was important to Thatcher to get the deal done by July 1, like I said, because I think he felt it would help get other players on board and help move this program forward. I think that was the biggest reason to do it this way. But no, and you also can't get caught up in reading social media and following that stuff either.
This is the first time we've talked to you since the Pop Latias, Jordan. What was that all about? Why did it take so long? And what was up with that?
First of all, I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce it. That's the first.
We got it.
But honestly, I think it's a fluky thing. It's really not happened to a hockey player before. So we really can't answer the question as far as why it took so long, because it was a hurry up and wait kind of a situation. Nobody works harder than Thatch. I've never seen more dedication, more effort in the gym to do everything humanly possible to get it back to 100%. But in the end, we just had to wait. We just had to wait till his body said, okay, I'm good. Now that we're past that point, I don't anticipate it, knock on wood, ever being an issue again.
How's your Pop Latias, Jordan?
My Pop Latias is okay. I have torn my calf muscle, though, so I'm having some trouble over here.
How'd that happen?
Basketball and old age, bad combination.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear you. Trust me, both of us. Hey, listen, what's with you and goaltenders? On top of Thatcher Demko, you got Cam Talbot and Spencer Knight, Casey DeSmith. What's with you and goalies?
You know what? I've got a pretty big bald spot that wasn't this big 20 years ago. That's the only thing I can tell you about that.
They put stress on you.
Oh, big time, big time. What I always say about representing goalies is you're actually kind of rooting your life away. When the game starts, you're just praying the next 2.5 hours goes by. If you've got a forward and he's got a point in the game, it doesn't really matter how the rest of the game goes. But when it's a goalie, you're fully invested for the full 60, and it takes years off your life. There's no doubt about it. But you know what? Over the years, I do feel like goalies require a little bit of a different touch in the representation. I just feel like it's something my partner George Bezos and I have just been really, really good at, and we've had a real successful track record with it.
One more, Jordan, if you don't mind. Thatcher Demko, your client, has a 3-year extension with the Canucks a couple of years ago. He's a Vezina finalist. Is he going to get back there?
No doubt about it. I could not have more faith and more confidence in him right now. I was excited to go see it with my own eyes and spend a few days with him couple weeks ago, and I've got no doubt he's 100% healthy. And as I've been saying all along, when he's 100% healthy, he's one of, if not the best goalie in the world.
Jordan, you're a busy man, like I said earlier, and we can't thank you enough for joining us. Thank you so much, my friend.
No problem at all. Have a great day, guys.